Good afternoon, I'm Jeff. I'm a Sewer Tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 3414 Northeast US Grant Place here in Portland, Oregon. We're located in the basement where there is a 4-inch cast iron cleanout right up against the front foundation wall. This will be the point of access. I'm going to insert the camera and check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. Currently have water running. Here we go. It looks like we've got a transition here from 4-inch cast iron to looks like 6-inch terracotta pipe. Okay, here at 48 feet from the point of access, we have reached the terminus for the line. I'm going to go ahead and get the water turned off, let the line drain out completely before reeling back. The transition from terracotta to concrete, I'll call that out on the way back. It looked like the joint there was separated by a couple inches. It looked open to the ground, so we'll have a clearer look when the water's out. I just wanted to pull the camera back and kind of show this. I was watching the water drain, but I noticed that there was a leaf right here in the sewer pipe. Not entirely sure where that came from. I don't know if there's a rain drain system still hooked up or not, but yeah, it looks like the pipe is open in a couple spots. This is kind of a tricky angle to get here. As I was playing around with the camera here at the very end, I noticed, I'm going to try and get it right in the proper spot here so you can see it, but it looks like the concrete pipe has, you can see there on the top left part of the screen where the concrete looks like it has a hole in it. It's worn out there, or right next to the rim of the that circular opening. Up in the top left-hand corner of the screen, it looks like there's a hole right in the concrete pipe. Kind of a tough spot to get a really good look at, but it does look like we've got a broken out piece of pipe right there. So I'm gonna turn the water on. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and locate right here. This is likely out in the street and generally is the responsibility of the city, so I would contact them. You can show them the video and so they can see what's going on here. Unfortunately, I was unable to locate the camera head here at the main lateral, which is also where the pipe is broken at. I'm gonna reel back to the transition from terracotta to concrete and see if I can locate there. That way I can at least try and double check and make sure that that section is out in the street. But you can see right here that this is also open to the ground. This joint's wide open. So I'm going to pull back just before that right here and try and locate. Now, I'm still having trouble locating the camera head. Generally when we see a transition like this, it's often switching from a homeowner to city. It's usually at the city right-of-way or the curb area. I'm right around in there. I'm picking up signals in some spots, but I can move parallel with the road, left and right, and I'm picking up a signal no matter where I go. And I looked up, there's pretty low-hanging overhead power lines that I think is messing with the locator right now. So I keep picking up a signal about in every spot that I go, but they all say about 7 feet deep. And so I think the power lines are significantly affecting the camera signal, or the locator's ability to pick up on it anyway. So I do recommend showing the video to the city to see what they're able to do on their end. I'm going to try and locate further back so I can at least see where the line is headed to. I wanted to point out that throughout the terracotta there are also some offset joints like this. They're causing pretty insignificant amount of resistance to the line. My concern is when the joints are open like that, it leaves them susceptible to root intrusion and possibly allowing water to leak out into the ground. It's still functioning relatively well. In the terracotta, at least, the concrete looks like it's allowing water to seep out. I would recommend having the line sleeved at this point. The terracotta is actually functioning pretty well. It's just those offset joints, they're all separated by a bit, so that would be my reasoning for sleeving. Or possibly boring. This would be a tough spot here because there is some grade loss. Have to check with the repair guys and see if they're able to actually sleeve, but for the most part, the line is draining out pretty dang well. I'm going to try and relocate here about 25 feet out, see if I can pick up the camera head. Alrighty, still having trouble locating the camera head no matter where I go, it seems. There are a lot of power lines going to and from houses out to the main lines, and then the main lines are going right over top of the section I'm trying to locate here. I keep getting a depth of 7 feet, and I keep picking up the signal kind of all over the place no matter what, so it does appear that those power lines are affecting things quite a lot. So I recommend just submitting this to a repair company. They'll be able to probably do a line trace or something, pull the records and figure out where the line goes. And we do have a little bit of standing water just after the transition. I'm going to try and locate here and at least mark the cast iron transition. I'm hoping this is close enough that I can do that. Alright, unfortunately I'm unable to locate the camera head. Getting back this close to the house, I think it's a combination of the depth of the line and the power lines when I get further out. But I am going to recommend a sleeve on the terracotta section and the concrete section as well. I'm hoping the sleeve can be done versus traditional trenching. There's a little bit of standing water right here that may affect the sleeve being able to be done. But I'm hoping that will be the repair of choice. But and I would contact the city about the concrete section. That is generally out in the street. Unfortunately, I'm unable to locate at any point in the line to verify where it ends up going. But the cleanout is up against the front foundation wall, so it should head straight out to northeast US Grant Place. I'm going to go ahead and pull back the camera.